The one-arm pull-up. Simplified. Step 1. Hang from a bar with one arm. Step 2. Turn off gravity. The one-arm pull-up. Slightly less simplified. Prerequisites. The one-arm pull-up is a very intense movement which puts a lot of stress on your muscles as well as your joints and ligaments. Before starting, please make sure that you have spent enough time with all of the progressions before you attempt to do a one-arm pull-up, or have a solid base before attempting the progressions. This could be anywhere from starting progressions after doing 10 solid pull-ups for several months, or attempting one-arm pull-up training specifically after several months to a year of significant progression training. Do not try to be like the gym bro that tried to do a one-arm pull-up behind me and almost dislocated his shoulder. True story. Technique. Start by hanging with both arms on the bar. Have your arm you are going to do your one-arm pull-up with be closer towards the center than normal. Let go of the other arm. Squeeze the bar. Depress your scapula. Squeeze your lats and obliques. Rotate your body roughly 45 degrees as you ascend upwards. At about the halfway point, squeeze your bicep. Drive your shoulder towards the bar. At that point, reach the top. You can either keep your outlook forward like a normal pull-up or in line with your body at a 45-degree angle. Lower yourself down. Maintain a slow, controlled descent to not injure yourself. Progressions. There are two different types of progressions that you'll want to incorporate towards the one-arm pull-up. The first is strength-based, and the second is specific skill-based. For strength focus, this is going to be your weighted pull-ups. Slowly add weight to yourself over time to get closer towards what it'll feel like to do a one-arm pull-up. Most people can do a one-arm pull-up when their one rep max is about 75 to 85% of their body weight and added weight on a weighted pull-up. For specific skill progressions, pick something that allows you to mimic the one-arm pull-up. Weighted pull-ups are great, but don't follow the exact movement pattern of a one-arm pull-up, and this doesn't incorporate all the muscle groups that you'll need to be successful. When it comes to progressions, I highly recommend the assisted one-arm pull-up. Start with looping a band around the bar and grabbing at the top. This will slowly put more weight onto one arm. Over time, move your arms farther and farther down the band. This will increase, over time, the amount of load onto the one arm. Eventually, if you do this correctly, you should be able to take the band off and do your one-arm pull-up. Honorable mentions include archer pull-ups, typewriter pull-ups, or even ones where you're holding your arm and doing a one-arm pull-up. Once you've built up enough confidence with your progression work, you can start adding in one-arm dead hangs and one-arm scapula shrugs. This will get your body used to hanging on by just one arm and getting the initial part of the one-arm pull-up locked in. Programming. The one-arm pull-up can be very stressful on your joints, including all of the progression work. I highly recommend taking 2 to 4 days off in between training sessions and figuring out a balance that works best for you to keep you progressing further and not allowing for injury setbacks. What I recommend too is at the start, try to alternate between a specific weighted pull-up training session that focuses on heavier weighted pull-ups, and then a second session which starts with your progressions that mimic the one-arm pull-up at the start with lighter weight weighted pull-ups following it. This is the technique that I was using to slowly build up that strength, both my muscles as well as my tendons and ligaments, until the point that I felt confident where I could train the one-arm specific progressions first with weighted pull-ups afterwards. When it comes to structuring your workout, start with your hardest items first. So this could be your heaviest weighted pull-ups first, or your most intense progression that you're able to do right now of the one-arm pull-up. From there, you'll then work your way down into easier regressions or flip-flopping and going from your heavier weighted pull-up to an easy progression of your assisted one-arm pull-ups, or vice versa. And from in total, you'd want to be able to hit roughly 10 to 15 sets of each a week to be able to build up strength slowly over time and build up the motion of what you need to do for the one arm pull up. Rest times I recommend to be higher, anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes in between sets. Although you can introduce things like every minute on the minute workouts, but just make sure that you're doing very little amounts of effort in that. It can be very beneficial for assisted one arm pull ups to do one, maybe two reps consecutively on each arm, but I wouldn't overdo it. But find something that works the best for you and, of course, is fun to do. The one arm pull up is a slog, but it is doable. All you need to do is just stick the course, be consistent, and be consistent. Thank you for stopping by and watching the video. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below on if you're going to take up the challenge or not. And subscribe to the channel for more simplified videos that are on the way. Good luck on that one arm pull up journey.